guys, how is everyone holding up this period? Happy Easter once again. This is a critical period, yeah, and we have to take good care of ourselves to avoid this whole thing affecting us mentally. But that's the reason why we have each other, right? And that's the reason ROSEANN Ogechukwu ENEKWE, that's my name, by the way, a lovely name. That's the reason I'm putting up this video, to help someone. And I hope you find this video very helpful. COVID-19, coronavirus, it will definitely wither away. I'm so certain of it. So sure. It will definitely wither away. We will conquer. But when it does, what will be left of us? A morose generation. We will eventually go back to our normal lives, but we wouldn't want to go back mentally deranged. So what do? I tell you what. This period is not the period for throwing tantrums. It is not the period for hosting pity parties. This is not the period for all the blame games we've been used to. Today you're blaming your father. The next day you're blaming the government. The government, yeah, those people. Forget about them for now. This is a period to focus on ourselves, to devise means to be happy. Our mental health, our peace of mind, our sanity, that's the most important thing. This is a period for deep self-reflection. There is something I've come to realize in life, that out of every negativity, out of every trial, negative thing that we'll go through in life, there is always something positive, beautiful opportunities that emanate from it. But because we are used to holding on to the negative part of it, we're used to crying and whining and complaining and worrying and all of that, we tend to miss out on the beautiful opportunities that avail itself for us during that period. It will definitely happen with COVID-19. Prior to this lockdown, we had a pattern. You had a pattern. I had a pattern. Now, by pattern, I mean a particular way or a particular structure in which you lived your life. Okay, for one, I wake up every morning, I go for my usual morning exercise, and when I'm back, I rest for a little while, then have my breakfast, head out for work, and when I get back, I eat and then do whatever it is that catches my fancy, and then sleep, wake up in the morning, and then life goes on. I guess you understand what I mean now by having a pattern. And now all of a sudden, you don't have a pattern, I don't have a pattern, we don't have a pattern. More like we wake up every morning, or sitting on the couch or on the bed, seeing a movie from morning till night. That is if there is a power supply. Or you're on your phone 24/7. It's quite boring and stressful. You can devise a pattern for yourself. Yeah. Because if you don't, I tell you what, depression is going to crawl in, frustration. You start binge eating, it is terrible. You start worrying about irrelevant things you wouldn't even give relevance to on a normal day. You begin to worry about this, worry about that. You get angry at every slightest provocation. It's even worse for people staying alone and for people who can't work from their houses. This is the period for you to devise a pattern. And for whatever pattern you're devising, make sure you add a time frame to it. You can say to yourself, I wake up every morning by 9 a.m. If you're the type that have children, you might say to yourself, I wake up every morning by 9 a.m. and then I tend to my kids, take care of them, teach them, and then from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. you're done. From 12 p.m. to maybe 3 p.m. you cook, and then have time to converse with your family or do other things that might need your attention, but add a time frame to whatever it is you are doing. Be you single, be you a family person, whatever it is you are. By the time you do this, by the time you devise a pattern, add a time frame to it and do it consistently, you realize that boredom, the loneliness is being curbed. Yeah. And not just devising a pattern. This is the period for you to do something new. Yeah. This is the period for you to do something new. This is a period for you to do that thing that you've been wanting to do all this while, but because you never had time, either because of work or because of your studies, you've been holding it back. This is the time for you to do it. You don't have any excuse now. I know some people are so addicted to excuses that even when there are no excuses to give, they will surely dig it up from somewhere. There are no excuses. There is no reason at all stopping you from doing that which you've always wanted to do. You've been wanting to write a book. You've been wanting to start up a blog. You've been wanting to learn how to cook, to bake. There are so many things you've been wanting to do. This is the time for you to begin to do it. No matter how minimal the opportunity is, if it is a project you've been wanting to do, you can start. For no matter how minimal the opportunity is, no matter whatever it is that you have available at this particular point in time, start it up so that eventually when this whole thing withers away, you know that you actually achieved something. There are a whole lot of things you can achieve while at home. You can tend to your garden, to your farm. That is if you have a farm close to you. I don't mean the one that is far away from you. Because you've never really sat down to think, to observe. Maybe you've been so busy all this while that you've never had the time for your home, for your house. This is the time to give that your house a sparkle. Just think, just sit down, give yourself some mean time and observe. There are a whole lot you can do. You can really discover. Also, this is the time for self-discovery, for you to rediscover yourself. Yeah, rediscover yourself. This is a time for you not to give up on yourself nor your dreams. You have goals, you have life aspirations, and you wouldn't want to give up on them this period just because of COVID-19, just because of the lockdown. If you've been pursuing your dreams in a particular way all this while, this is the time for you to sit down and think, has it been working or not? If it has been working, then what are the things I'm supposed to do now to make it improve? If it has not been working, what can I do? What ways do I go about it? This is the time to plan, to replan, to re-strategize, so that when this whole thing fades away, you put whatever it is you've thought about into action. You can imagine this period of all periods, I lost my phone and my iPad. These are literally my office, like my entire life. Okay, not really my entire life, but I can't do anything without my phone and my iPad. I am literally locked down, but I will not allow COVID-19 nor the lockdown to stop me from pursuing my dream, nor to stop me from doing the things that I love. It shouldn't stop me. It shouldn't stop you. Just find a way to go about it. I can't go out to go get another one because of the lockdown and all of that. But I told myself, I've got to do something one way or the other, in a legit way for that matter. So you too can do it, no matter what. No matter what COVID-19 throws at us, do not let it frustrate you. You know, back in the days when I was still in secondary school, we would always say, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that COVID-19 hasn't come to stay. We will definitely conquer. And after it withers away, we will look back and say, wow, I was able to achieve a whole lot during that period. Remember, guys, to stay positive, stay safe, and stay home. We will definitely conquer. I love you.